Hey everybody, this is Ozark Pepper One. It is after midnight, so that would make it Sunday morning. It was Saturday night 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago. And let's go with some more deep thought. About the past 4 or 5 years, if anybody's played on the internet, you search through the oh my God videos where this is happening. How many times do we see like military hardware, these Humvees and Oshkoshes and tanks, and some are the medical units, but train car after train car just loaded with these things. And people were seeing these all over the United States. I saw them close to my house even, and people, some would say, well, they're just heading to the local armory. I beg to differ. Usually your armory, the ones that I used to work by, they never had that much hardware there. They would have about 20 vehicles, 20 or 30 at the local one. What I'm seeing go down the trains, hundreds at a time. And at the exact same time, people report this on the West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, wherever train tracks were at, they're reporting it. And it looked like over time they were just putting all the chess pieces in place for when they lead things up to a moment where we're going to force something upon our citizens at one point in time. And that's the vibe I got from it. I'm not saying that's what'll happen, but we have two eyes to see, and then we have discernment. Every human being has it, whether we use it or not. That's up to each individual. But I was alarmed when I saw it. At first, I wasn't. I thought, nah, that's been going on for years. That's our boys getting ready to go fight the bad guys. And it seems odd to me that, our population, they just let it balloon without doing any kind of education, without offering any kind of incentive for contraception or anything like that. And they let it get to the horrible point to where they abort. And that's murder, is what it is. But the sickening thing is what they do with it, and they wait. That's why they push for the full term, because they want that adrenochrome. They want to use that. So those elites get high off of it. They get their fix, and they get their fountain of youth. And that's why they want it full term, because they want the agony. They want them to release that their adrenal glands to produce adrenochrome, and they want a good supply of it. And to me, it seems like our population numbers wouldn't be near as high as they are, as much as they're doing that. But then again, we don't have a nuclear family like we used to, where you had mom, dad, and the kids. You didn't have mom, dad, kid, and then dad splinter off and go to a new mom and have dad, mom, kid. And that's how we kind of ballooned up. But the whole thing with this fake flu we got going on, it all looks like little puzzle pieces, like, at this point they're going to do this, and at this point they're going to do this, and when it reaches this point, then we'll roll out the hardware. And I think our leader seems to be great, seems to be doing the right things, but there's been many times in history where they seem to do the right thing, and then right there halfway through they go, "Oh, I'm an evil guy now." But you don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I'm not going to falsely accuse the guy of anything. I think most of the Q stuff is right on the money. They've exposed a lot of stuff, and if they haven't been exposing so much, they wouldn't be getting censored. The whole censor thing validates what they're doing. It just, to me, that's what it does. When I see the censorship, it means, oh, wait a minute, somebody's scared. Somebody doesn't want that truth out there. But I don't put all my faith in anything like that either, because I was raised in a biblical background, and I remember reading about tribulation and people having to go through hell on earth, pretty much. The churches I went to all taught something different. I went to several of them, all the brands. And one said we have a pre-tribulation rapture, and the other one said everybody's going to go through it. And some of the preachers, I believe, would be contradicting themselves if they said, well, when that rapture comes, if you're not gone before this such time, then there's no saving you. But then you read along a little farther, there's that verse that says, he who endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Many will die for my sake, and things like that. Well, if all that's going on, I don't think he's going to doom everybody that's dying for his sake. As some preachers would say. Everything's unfolding just as it was written. And, some could say, well, they just do that to make it happen. So they just follow what they're reading, and that may make it happen. I don't think that's always the case, because some things just come out of the blue, and you're like, I wasn't expecting that, but wow, that fulfilled that one. That prophecy was fulfilled. It's like Syria got laid to waste, a lot of them cities, and that was predicted. But there's still more. There's still more, and it talks of an Antichrist that comes and makes life really nice for a while. And then halfway through, he does a Benedict Arnold, turns on everybody, and makes things hell on earth for those who don't take the mark. Or basically, you don't take the mark, you can't buy or sell. And well, when it comes to that point, I'm not going to buy or sell. But for those who have families, that's going to be a difficult decision. It still wouldn't be difficult for me because of what I know. It's because, if this life is temporary and hell is eternal, then I would go ahead and take a little suffering now to not suffer forever. Much worse than you would ever suffer here. Just random deep thoughts. It almost feels like the walls are closing in, on everybody. That I believe a lot of people that I've talked to, they've said a lot of the same things. They say something doesn't feel right, so it just seems weird. Everybody's got this anxiety that something's coming down the pike that isn't good. You know, we got a large military. We got the most heavily funded military on earth, more than all the other militaries in the earth put together. And yet we pump more money into it. And we've already got more money sunk into our military than all the militaries of the earth combined. Why would we do that? To defend ourselves. That would have nothing to do with defending ourselves. That sounds like the bully on the block. You know, or some kind of money machine there. You know, just try to keep that money flowing in some bad pockets. But discernment. Everybody should have discernment. Find out what it is and try to make it better. You know, find out what discernment is and exercise your own discernment. Really think. Really pay attention to things and see if things add up. And if things don't add up and you notice it and you catch it a lot, that's good discernment. You know, 2 and 2 equals 4. And if it doesn't equal 4, something's up. Anyway, I got bored sitting here in this old dump, so I figured I'd make a little quick video. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Ozark Prepper 1 out.